Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to a brand new episode of TightSpot's Thoughts. On this week's episode of TightSpot's Thoughts, TightSpot will give you his Wrestlemania 40 Night 1 and Night 2 predictions. And it's going to be a long one, so let's get to it right now. Let's bring in TightSpot so he can give you his thoughts on the biggest night in wrestling. Well, the biggest two nights in wrestling is now the saying. But let me bring him in right now. Well, hello everybody. It is the man, the myth, the legend, the real TightSpot. How are y'all doing? How y'all doing out there? Let us know in the comments by subscribing, liking, all that kind of stuff. Tell us how you do today and wherever you may be watching from as well. As today, I, TightSpot, will give you my thoughts on Night 1 and Night 2 of WrestleMania XL. WrestleMania 40. Does Cody complete his story? Does Roman continue as champ? Will any belt change hands? Will somebody cash in? Let's find out what I think right now. And without further ado, let's go to Night 1, guys. Night 1. Let's go to it. Latino World Order, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. We have another Dirty Dom and Rey Mysterio match like we did last year. Rey Mysterio came out on top on that one. I think this year, with how this match is set up, I believe Santos Escobar and Dirty Dom get the WrestleMania moment over Latino World Order. Something's going to happen. Maybe some Judgment Day interaction helping Dirty Dom and Santos win the match. But I believe that Santos and Dirty Dom get the win on this one. So, chalk that one up to the bad guys. Let's go with our next match. It is the ladies' triple match. Yeah, triple match. Yeah, I got it wrong. The 6-woman tag match. Triple on triple. 3-on-3 matchup with Bianca, Belair, Jade, Cargill, and Naomi versus Damage Control of Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. And Kairi Sane and Asuka are not defending the women's tag titles this WrestleMania weekend. So I think we see an easy victory here, like an easy, predictable one, because Jade Cargill and Naomi being former champions and their former respective employees of TNA and AEW, and Naomi being a former WWE employee as well. And Jade being one of the hottest commodities on the brand of SmackDown, and just how big they're pushing her. I believe that Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi win this match. And I get it. I get it. Jade's a hot commodity. She kind of falls under my Mercedes Moné area of hot commodities that I understand, but I'm not a fan. So, and that's my take. I know what she is. I know. I just don't get it. I get it, but I don't. I mean, I'm not a fan. Not to take any credibility away from her. Just doesn't do anything for it. So, but Bianca, Jade, and Naomi win. And if you want more thoughts on that, or you want to tell me, or if you want to convert me to a Jade or Mercedes Moné fan, let me know in my Twitch when I go live on twitch.tv/TheRealTightSpot, or in the comments. Yeah. So there you go. There's that. Our next one is going to be the Gunther versus Sami Zayn match. As we saw on Monday, Sami Zayn getting trained by Chad Gable to overcome his fears in this match. And This match is going to be one for the ages. I believe it's going to be a hell of a match. It's going to be one of those matches where you want one outcome, but you get the other. And I think everybody leaves happy. In my mind's eye, I want to see Sami Zayn win it, get his solo WrestleMania victory, overcome the monster that is Gunther, who is just the ring general and just amazing in the ring. But it's time to take that belt to a different story, and I think Gunther is time to move on to the top tier of championships. So maybe go after the heavyweight championship, or go after Cody after that. So who knows? I mean, honestly, possibilities are endless possibilities for everybody here. Everybody stays healthy and this match goes off without any injuries or anything like that, because things do happen in the ring, as we've seen many times before. Let's get our next matchup, the sibling matchup of Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. Main event, Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. Usos had their WrestleMania moment loss crushed last year when they lost the tag titles to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. But this match is going to be great. They work well together. They know each other pretty damn well. They grew up together. They're brothers in real life. And I don't know what to expect. I think it can go either way, but you also know that people are coming, people are going everywhere and moving around in industry. So Jimmy can pick up this win, which would be very helpful for him, because Jay's been the one that's been over the most part in this storyline and from recent time. I mean, Jey got brought back from whatever storyline by Cody, so forth and so on, and they had those moments on Raw with Seth and everybody else. So, and it can happen. I mean, both these guys could win. It could go to a draw, forcing a best 2 out of 3 at the next pay-per-view or something. But in my mind's eye, Jimmy Uso gets the win, probably with help from a new superstar or solo, for that matter. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens on Saturday night at night 1. Our next match is the ladder match for the Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. Tag Team Championship. What we were told on Monday, that both tag titles will be on the line at the ladder match, so they'll both be hanging separately on one ring. So we get Judgment Day, Finn Bálor and Damian Priest versus DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus The Awesome Truth, The Miz and R-Truth versus The New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller versus New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. So my theory is this: since they said that on Monday, where both titles are going to be hanging above the ring, I think there's going to be 2 teams winning this. 2 of the hottest teams on the roster today, and that is the Awesome Truth and A-Town Down Under. Now, Miz and R-Truth, man, this storyline with them has been great. R-Truth thinking he was in Judgment Day, then getting kicked out of Judgment Day, and yada yada and so forth. The Miz coming to his aid is great. It gives them something to do, and this tag team works. It's pure awesomeness. It's pure truthfulness. It's just everything working well together. And with a tag title run, it could boost their careers more and more. I mean, I think they're both Hall of Famers in my mind's eye, first ballot for sure. R-Truth being around the company for a long time, and then being in TNA and everywhere, and I think even in WCW, I believe he was in. And then ECW as well for the WWE portion of it. So yeah, I think Awesome Truth wins one of the tag titles, and Austin Theory and Grayson Waller win the other. Big fan of Grayson Waller. Austin Theory, Austin Theory is good as well. Just just one of those things. You can't forgive the fact that he had to lose the Austin part and then be called Theory, and then have a kind of a storyline, kind of like what Drew McIntyre had as being the chosen one, and the egg thing. It's like, those are the bumps in the roads that make me not like Austin Theory. But he's an athletic son of a gun, and he can put on a great show. So Austin Theory and Grayson Waller win a tag team title belt as well. So I think Awesome Truth gets the Raw titles, A-Town Down Under get the SmackDown, and the tag team titles are broken up, and we get more matches that mean more on both shows with tag teams. Let's go with the next one. That is the Bloodline, The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. If Rhodes and Rollins win, all members of the Bloodline will be barred from the match between Cody and Roman. If Rock and Roman win, the title match that is being held on night 2 between Roman and Cody will be held under Bloodline rules. So here's the deal. We saw Monday night a Bloodline rules match, which is basically an anything goes match with people interfering, people coming out, helping the Bloodline, helping each other obtain a win or just attack their opponents. That is possibly the most correct answer, where you see Roman and Rock win this. Dissension between Cody and Seth, maybe, but also maybe a dissension between The Rock and Roman. But also, remember, if Roman says he loses, he's leaving, and maybe that sets up a Roman and Rock match later on, but we don't know. But in my mind's eye, the Bloodline wins, even though I really would like to see Cody and Seth win, and then have a clean match at WrestleMania between Roman and Cody. But that's not going to happen, because this is the WWE. Anything happens, and anything clusterfuckery will probably happen. So that is my thoughts on that. Bloodline wins. Crazy match between both these two. And let's see how much health and damage they both take out of each other in real life here on night 1 before they head to night 2 to defend both titles. So our last match of the evening of night 1, and this is going to be a banger. The Man versus the one and only Mommy always on top. Yes. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. Mama, whatever you want to call her. all the mom names. Versus Becky Lynch, the Man. The Man is busy signing books. The Man is busy being a mom. Becky Lynch is busy being a staple of the WWE universe now, and very welcoming. I mean, honestly, she's married to Seth Rollins. They have a kid. Maybe Becky takes some time off more to be with the kid. But it could go either way. Rhea could lose her championship and be like. I mean, honestly, you know what? I see it this way. Dirty Dom lost the title, North American title, months ago. Rhea hasn't lost her belt. What if Judgment Day goes 0-2 on night 1? Alright? And then Damian cashes in on night 2. Damian being the... Oh, wait, no. They would go over 2. They would go 1-2. Dirty Dom goes 1-2 because Dirty Dom gets the only win with Santos Escobar. Rhea and Judgment Day both lose. Damian goes in, cashes in, and wins it at night 2. That could happen. But I really, really think, think Rhea wins it. Rhea should win it. Rhea should top the Man. And Rhea gets another solid WrestleMania moment. But what's best for the company is probably Becky. Becky has a book out. Becky is turning the tide on her streaks of winning and losing. She has a book out. They can bring the title along on the book tour. Hey, that's just me. That's what's best for business. But my choice is Rhea Ripley, and I hope you guys, let me know what you think of my night one thoughts there. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, also, we're going to make an announcement here. Don't forget, guys, there's more than just WWE and AEW out there. There's an amazing group of wrestlers out there this weekend, and so many others that are wrestling this weekend at the Collective for GCW and TJPW and Dragon Gate and Full the Culture and Bloodsport. We get Masha Slimovic versus Shayna Baszler. We're getting Nick Nemeth versus Speedball. We're getting a lot of great matches, guys. And if you're not tuned into Triller TV or Triller Plus or Fight Plus, whatever it's called, you're missing out on some great wrestling. I was watching some IWS from Canada. Our boy Big Ben. Big Ben is angry on the Twitch there. Big Ben Ortman got a win in a 4-way match. What a hell of a match between Angels and the 4-way. You guys got to watch it. Speedball's in it too. It was an amazing match. I don't have the names in front of me. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. Big Ben, please, if you're watching this, don't hate me for forgetting the names of your competitors in that match. But hell, dude, the match was solid. A+ for sure. So night 2, guys. Like I said, Triller Plus, Triller TV, Fight Plus is always a good place to watch some wrestling. A lot of great independent stuff there. And also independent wrestling TV. If you guys are not honed into that, there's a lot of great matches on there as well. And there's so many great companies. So tune into that stuff as well. Night 2, let's start it off. Let's start it off with a match that got just put together because it needs to happen, even though this match could have happened on SmackDown. And we could have had the Andre the Memorial Battle Royal on this platform instead of SmackDown. That's going to be held on this Friday at the Wells Fargo Center. But let's go with this. The Pride, which is Bobby Lashley, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford. With B-Fab, who was part of Hit Row, but Hit Row is gone. Top Dollar is wrestling at For the Culture this weekend. And Team Myron versus Team Top Dollar at For the Culture. It's going to be a bang. You got Living Legend, Indie Legend, CZW, GBW, Central fucking PA, Philly, New Jersey, Maryland Legend, Ruckus in that matchup, man. Ruckus still going at it. I love it. Ruckus was the shit back in the day. But versus the Final Testament, Karrion Kross, Akam, and Razar with Scarlett and Paul Ellering. All right, guys, this is a tough one. I'm interested in this match, but I'm also not interested in this match. But does this continue storyline? Does this go anywhere with after this? I would like to think the Final Testament wins. They need it. I mean, the Pride need it too. Both these teams need to win to prove something. Like, I would love to see Karrion Kross and Akam and Razor, the authors of Pain, get the win, but you never know. But yeah, so I'm gonna toss up on this one. I'm gonna go with the Pride. I'm gonna go with them. Yeah, final choice, the Pride. Bobby Lashley, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford with B-Fab winning it. But honestly, with the Final Testament having 5 people on their side, that could happen too. End of story. Who knows? We'll see what happens on Sunday night. Let's go with the next one that I really love this match, but I don't want to have the champion retain, and that is Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. Big KO fan. Randy Orton, I'm neutral on. I'm a fan and not a fan. I'm glad he's back. I'm glad that with all the injuries and the surgeries and stuff, he's been able to come back and wrestle and be a part of the show and be in a match at WrestleMania since he's been out for a while. And Logan Paul, of course, you know, he can wrestle. Just not a fan of the dude. We all know. I'm not a fan of the Paul family at all. I would love to see Jake Paul get knocked out by Mike Tyson, but that's probably not going to happen. But yeah, so that's obviously my choice is Kevin Owens to win it. I've been seeing a lot of people think Logan will retain, and you know, KO may lose, or Randy could win it, and then Randy and KO could have a feud, and Logan could move on to something bigger or something else. I mean, honestly, anything's possible. So my choice, Kevin Owens. Let me know in the comments, and maybe even my Twitch channel or TikTok or wherever you guys are watching this, or wherever you guys are viewing me. Let me know your thoughts on that match as well. Next match, our boy LA Knight versus another boy AJ Styles. Big fan of both of these guys. AJ Styles is back. He was out for a while from an injury, and then now they're back and they're having this feud. And man, oh man, this match could tear down the house. I just did a AI versus AI version of this match, and LA Knight wins. And in my book, LA Knight wins too. He should actually be in a title match at WrestleMania, but unfortunately, you know, whatever. So maybe next year. I mean, yeah, he's 40 plus, but he can still go. He can pull out the matches. He showed it to us. He's shown it here. He's done it. He's doing well. Stop the politicking of ageism in the back and give him a title belt. Let him run with it, even though he really doesn't need one. Kind of like Speedball. He doesn't need a title, but April 20th, he's going to win the tag titles with Speedball Mountain over the system. Trust it. Trust me. Speedball Mountain deserves those titles. Speedball, hardest working man in the industry. All the crazy matches that he's done in the indies and also the stuff he does at Impact. He deserves a title. So LA Knight wins. Let's go with our next match. It is going to be Io Sky versus or like yeah, I can't even remember his name right now. I'm drawing a blank. Io Sky versus Bailey. The guy from Alpha Academy is Chad Gable and not Kira Tozawa, but the other one. I can't remember his name. Even I had his name on the top of my head. But he calls Io Sky Leo until last night when Big E was like, Leo, it's Io. I can't even think of his name right now. And we all know who he is. And he's like a former Mr. Money in the Bank. And I can't think of his name right now for some goddamn reason. I apologize, guys. I apologize. I'm taking time out to figure out who he is. And it is... I can't think of his name. Why am I dumb? You guys can get pissed off at me for doing this, that I can't remember his name. It is... Can't think of his name. Can't think of his name. It's one name. I can't even think of it. Is it under heavyweights? Is he super heavyweight? Otis. Why couldn't I think of Otis? Damn. But Otis called her Leo Sky. But honestly, Bailey wins this. Bailey gets her WrestleMania moment. She's been working hard. She brought Damage Control together. But Damage Control is breaking up. Damage Control has been breaking up for a while. Bailey's going to win this match. Bailey's going to get her WrestleMania moment in the sun. Alright, that's my choice. Bailey, let me know your thoughts. Guys as well. Guys, gals, everybody out there watching this. And we got 2 more matches left, and we're going to go with a match that has no implications of what happens at the tag team match. But Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the singles match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Well, like I said, Damian Priest might lose the tag titles on night 1. I say Seth freaking Rollins wins, but I think Damian cashes in. I think Damian cashes in and becomes champion at night 1. Let me know your thoughts. That's all I got to say about that. I love Drew. I've always loved Drew. Thought he's been a good athlete. Good things come. But his moment does not come this time. Maybe later on. Maybe in some other form. Maybe that he goes after some other title. Who knows? Night 2 main event is Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. And that, like I said, from my prediction, will be a Bloodline Rules match. And that means anything goes. So Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, night 2. Winner and new Universal Undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Cody Rhodes. It's easy. Cody Rhodes is the answer. Complete the story. Move on. Write a new book. And continue on. Roman's reign as champion ends. And, yeah. Roman gets tossed around the title picture a little bit more. Somebody else comes in, Cody Rhodes, and they go at it. And then we'll see what happens in WrestleMania 41 here, probably in Las Vegas. Unfortunately, it's not been announced yet, but we are hoping officially it's announced as Las Vegas. Because then, WrestleCon, The Collective, and so much more will be happening here in Las Vegas next year. And we'll have an Effie's Big Gay Brunch, hopefully. But everybody who's not watching any of the other shows on the Collective shows are missing out on Effie's Big Gay Brunch, Bloodsport, Joey Janela's Spring Break, the Clusterfuck, and so much more. So guys and gals, thank you all for tuning into this episode of TightSpot's Thoughts. Let us know in the comments what you think the predictions of what happens at WrestleMania 40 will be. And love you all. Continued success to you all. Thank you for the support. And we'll talk to you all soon. Until next time, live, laugh, love, smile more, and continue watching wrestling. Because that's what we're here for. Wrestling and so much more. Love you guys. Peace.